force the shot, you miss the putt. So yeah.
So, what cloth do you use? Is it a Joy? Do Joy make their own cloth?
Strachan.
Oh, Strachan.
Yes.
Scottish, yeah? Wool. Wool.
Wool, 100% wool, yeah. Same as the snooker.
Yeah.
Yeah, so again, I can understand at the beginning that it can be discouraging, but that's the main reason why we do this type of events and we try to showcase cue sports in general. The idea for everyone is to show and to see that, professionals, they're professionals, yes, they run tables, but it's the same. If you look at Ronaldo playing football, it's difficult what he's doing, but people, they want to play football.
Yeah.
So we want to bring pool at that level. And all cue sport. And of course, Chinese 8-ball is rather new in Asia, but it's taking a big climb now. So.
Are there many Chinese 8-ball tables in Bangkok? I know there's one. Sasha's got one in his club in Infinity.
Pattaya.
Yeah, in Pattaya. That's where I live. Yeah.
So it's starting now. So this is actually our first event to promote the sport. So slightly but surely, progressively, we're gonna get more tables out. Obviously, we had some Thai players actually that went to play in China in January.
Who went there? Oh, Preacher went, didn't he? And Pa went.
Yeah.
Pa, yeah.
So these are a good experience. Monto also is going there often. He was there last month. They had another tournament. So it's really taking in popularity. So I have no doubt.
It's really. Is it in China? Is this Chinese 8-ball? Is it more popular than
pool is
pool?
Yes.
It is.
Yes, you have Chinese 8-ball everywhere. People, they want to play. Even now, the manufacturers, they're doing gears specifically for Chinese 8-ball.
Wow.
We're talking about cues, etc. Some of the brands, they release models.
And would they differ from a pool cue or a snooker cue?
Yes.
Is it a sort of intermediate?
Again, correct. It's again an hybrid. So
because you don't really want a big. You have a smaller tip, would you say?
Let's say it's in between, because again, the size of the tips in general, I think there is a bit misconception. The size of the tip, many people, they say, okay, I prefer to play with a smaller tip when they play pool because I get more spin and stuff.
Yeah.
But if that was true, so every professional pool players will be playing with a snooker cue.
Yeah.
It's not about that only. It's also about understanding how to hit, and of course the gears. You have so many factors. What cue tips are you using, etc., etc. What is your cue capacities and performances?
What do you use?
Me, I use a hybrid.
Okay. Is it a carbon?
Yeah,
Carbon
yeah,
fiber? They're huge now.
They're good. I mean, in terms of performance, we have never seen anything like it.
No, absolutely.
So in terms of deflection, so for sure, it's an evolution that every sport has been going through. Tennis was among,
yeah, exactly.
among
the old
the
wooden rackets. Then they
correct.
went to the double strings. Do you remember that? The double string.
Yeah, correct.
They banned
And,
that because it was.
And when carbon came, they're like, oh no, I cannot play with that. It's too light and stuff like that. But eventually, they came to their senses and saw that performance-wise, but much better. The only thing is, when people are used to something, and you get them something new in front of their eyes, they will quickly reject it and don't get any chance. But now,
The problem I find with carbon cues, coming from a snooker background, I like the look of wood. I like
the sound of it also,
the sound.
Some people.
Mika Immonen was at a tournament in Pattaya yesterday.
Yeah.
He's coming here as well, actually.
Yes.
And he uses
The Ignite, a carbon one.
He uses a Mez.
Mez.
And he basically let everyone have a go with it in between matches, and just zero deflection, just absolutely nothing.
That's something also why people, I won't say they have apprehension, but they're a bit delaying the switch to carbon fibers, because when you play for so many years, you're used to your cue. You have your aiming system that is compensating for the deflection and etc. So when you change the cue like this, with zero deflection, it's your entire game that is changing, and you need a period of adaptation to be able to perform again.
Stuart Petman couldn't believe it. He had a Hebrew here as well, by the way. I'm in his group,
Yeah.
unfortunately. And he was playing like extreme left-hand English, for example.
And he was going straight.
And it's going straight. Unbelievable.
Yeah. So that's the performance where we're at now, and it's not even only that. In terms of spin transmission, you can use less force.
Yeah.
And when you use less force, you are more accurate on your shot as well.
That's the future of this game, maybe.
There you have many players already in China. They have carbon fiber.
Really?
Yeah. So it's definitely now it's the next thing, and every manufacturer now. 2 years ago, when the first one came out, people always say it's not gonna work. People are never gonna use it. Blah 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 blah.
I remember people first using them as break cues.
Correct.
Then the odd one you'd see using one, and now they're very popular. I mean, lots of the top pros. Van Boning, of course, uses one.
Yeah, Van Boning. You have all the. So you have Van Boning. You have what's his name? Joshua Filler. All the big guys they use it. Yeah.
US Open champion.
Correct.
Good player, him, isn't he?
As well, yeah.
Player.
I believe. Well, it's going to be this month on at the World Cup of Pool. Yeah, it's end of this month.
Yeah, and we've got the Mosconi Cup as well, November.
Yes.
Who's going to win that?
It's a tough one. Let's say that Team Europe has a grudge. So.
First time we lost it in like 10 years,
correct. Well, I mean, the US they played good and they came prepared. You know, I mean, what was the stretch? 9-10 years?
Yeah, 10 years.
10 years. So they came armed. So let's see. It's again.
Okay, one final question, because I'm sure you want to get away from me.
No worries, no worries.
As far as prize money is concerned, because the problem with pool, normal pool, American pool, let's call it, there's no money in it.
The issue is, again, it's a cycle that is not complete yet. Because in order to get prize money, you need to be sponsored and backed up. And in order to get sponsored and backed up, the sponsors, they need to see a business opportunity and win-win situations. And in order to see a win-win situations, it needs to be popular. Why you have so much money in golf or football or basketball, etc.? That's because it's a public sport. People are watching them on their TV. You get subscriptions, etc.
But it's such a shame because there's so many players that can play pool and do play pool. I mean, in America, it's absolutely massive.
It's massive, but again, it's. I think what needs to happen in the sport for it to grow in terms of sponsorship and stuff, it's to have a big entity that is controlling everything, which is what Matchroom Pool Sports. They're trying. Yeah, they're trying. That would be good because again, for me, I put pool at the same level than golf, and golf is much more popular. You have much more broadcasts of golf matches, etc., and tournament, where actually sometimes golf could be much more boring than pool.
Absolutely.
But again,
it's a game that you'd rather play than watch. Golf.
Correct. But it's taking the right directions. Sadly, the sport didn't make it for the next Olympics. They were on the list to be part of the 2020 in Paris.
Was?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
So Damien, of course, he's your fellow countryman, right?
Yes, correct. Well, he's from France. Me, I'm from the Caribbean, which is I'm from a French island. Yeah.
I bought a cue case at yours last week, a couple of weeks ago.
The one in Sukhumvit?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Damien is good company.
Hustlers.
Okay, I was there actually last weekend.
Where?
Yeah.
Thanks very much, Simon. Simon, what's your surname?
Sessish.
Yeah. I'm so jealous of your French names. They sound so sexy. Cheers, Simon. Thanks very much. Okay, back to the game. And we've got Jonas, the Filipino, at the table. Oh, just wobbled it in. Oh, we're streaming 2 tables now.
No, it's only one.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I thought I might have been drunk again, seeing double.
We're seeing double. You want me to join?
How you doing, Monto?
Hello, I'm doing fine. How are you? Please excuse my Indian accent.
We love your Indian accent.
Thank you so much. And butter chicken. Butter chicken.
This is Monto Bupinda.
Yeah.
Where are you from in India?
I'm from New Delhi.
Oh.
And I've been living in Thailand for 12 years.
And you are head of?
I am organizing this tournament, everything for Thailand pool tables.
What's the prize money in this? Because I need to earn some money. I'm not getting anything for commentary apart from a cup of coffee.
We are sponsoring the winner to go to China to play in the Joy Chinese 8-Ball Masters event.
Wow.
Where he will get an all-expense paid trip to Huanan City from 28 June to 7 July. And for 10 days they get...
This year?
This year, yeah.
Wow.
And they get hotel, airfare, and meals, everything included, all expense fare plus 10,000 baht
Lovely.
cash.
Brilliant. What about runner-up?
Runner-up will get 5,000 baht cash and some ranking points.
And how does the winner get back from China? I know he wins a trip to China. How does he get back? He has to win the tournament to come back, does he?
He gets a return airfare, and he can win a lot of money. He can actually win about $25,000 in China if he wins the tournament over there. And
Wow.
this is an open game, and it's open to anybody to win. There's no clear favorites. Every player can win in this game because it's.
Who's the favourite for this tournament, would you say?
I would say Stuart
Stuart Pettman.
Pettman.
I'm in his group.
To win the tournament.
Yeah.
Because he's got the experience in
Snooker,
pool
yeah.
and experience in snooker. He's
Made
a good
1-3-1 last week at snooker.
yeah in the Thailand ranking event in Chiang Mai.
Chiang Mai, yeah.
Yeah.
Were
So,
you there?
I wasn't there, but yeah, I heard about it.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
did you hear the lovely story? Who knocked him out? He got to the last 8, and who knocked him out?
I think his student. His student, yeah.
And not only that-
Nopun Senkham.
Yeah, exactly. And if that wasn't bad enough, Stuart held a high break for 1-3-1, and then that guy who beat him
Made a
made
high break of
1-3-7,
137. Yeah.
in the semi-final. So he robbed him of 20,000 baht.
Yeah, I heard that, but that's okay. You, when you teach somebody, you are more happy if your student wins
That's
than.
exactly what I said to him.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah,
still
it's-
winning.
Yeah, it's more of an achievement to your student win than you win yourself.
Absolutely, agree with that. Do you remember the first time we met? You didn't like me the first time we met. You don't remember, probably.
I don't remember.
It was in a Leo,
Okay,
in the Leo tournament in Sports Academy.
okay. Yeah, I know. I remember.
remember?
You were sitting on this chair, and I asked you
Exactly.
to.
You said
yeah.
you come up to. I think you was in a bit of a mood because you'd lost, and you come up to me at the end and said,
No, I won that match.
"Oh, did you?
I
Oh
win
my
that
God!
match.
What are you like when you're in a bad mood then?"
Yeah.
You come up to me and said, "My friend,
You're supposed to sit
excuse
over
my
there.
excuse my Delhi accent.
Yeah, but you're supposed to sit
Excuse
over
me, my
there.
friend. These are for players, not for spectator."
Yeah.
Was that a good impression of you? No.
Yeah, I can be. When I'm on the table, I can be a little bit.
We all are.
Hard.
We're there to win, right?
Yeah.
We wanna win.
Well, it's nothing to do with win or lose. I like to be. I'm from a snooker background. And
Me too.
I like to
Etiquette.
be.
Etiquette.
Yeah. When we learn to play, we cannot move. We cannot
Yeah.
do anything.
Absolutely.
So that's how I grow up.
And
so
it's
that's-
hard, isn't it, to
Yeah.
bring that mentality to pool, because you associate pool with fun and music and everyone having a laugh and a joke, no silence, and
Exactly.
it's hard to come from a snooker background in that respect, because somebody walks past your shot. I remember I was playing in that Leo tournament against Chris Fino, and I was just going to play an easy 9-ball, and just as I did it, the cameraman come and knelt down right in front of the pocket and took a photograph, and I missed the 9-ball.
Yeah.
That wouldn't happen in snooker, but here you have to accept it and get used to it.
Yeah, that's right. Most of the people are having fun and enjoying and drinking, and yeah. But when I play a tournament or anybody plays a tournament, we have to respect that it's a tournament, whether it's a big tournament or small tournament.
Yeah.
We have to give the tournament the due respect that they are playing a tournament and just behave accordingly.
I've got to say that the venue that you've chosen for this is genius.
Thank you so much.
What made you? I've never played pool in a shopping mall before.
Yeah, I've been coming to this shopping mall for a long time. There's a nice Starbucks and not
What's
many.
normally here where the tables are now? What's normally here? Little stands for selling stuff, little stalls, or what?
No, they
Or
have
nothing?
lots of events. Sometimes they have a fashion show for kids. Sometimes they have some
Boxing?
Sometimes some singer performing songs,
Really?
and some kind of event. This is like a event place, the center area. And
Do you know what does the DC stand for? Do you know or not? It's called Show DC, isn't it? The
I
mall.
have no clue.
No, I was wondering, but it really is a nice venue.
It's supposed to be a mall from the concept of the mall is from Korea. It was supposed to be a Lotte duty-free shop here in the mall.
Really?
Yeah. And
I just saw a great restaurant called Gangnam.
Yes, this is
Gangnam Style.
Yeah, it's a more of a supposed to be a Korean mall.
Okay.
Yeah, but unfortunately, it's working good, but not that good. And outside there is a big event area where lots of concerts and big events happen every now and then.
Okay.
It's basically a nice mall, quiet, and I think it's good for a tournament.
Yeah, I think it's a genius choice, really is. And the tables, I love the tables. They're so difficult.
Yeah, it's a big
The
good.
best player should win, right?
Yeah, it's a good challenge, and
Yeah.
anyone who likes to push themselves
Yeah,
to the
yeah,
limit,
absolutely.
they would love this game.
Hmm. And when are you playing?
We'll be playing 7 o'clock tonight.
Okay, are you gonna on this table? Are you gonna be?
I don't.
Are you
know.
gonna put yourself on the main table?
Not really. Maybe, and I don't know. Randomly, any table.
And you think I know not all. Every table's different, aren't they? But how are the tables playing? Has anyone remarked on the tables? I mean, this one looks. I've played a little practice on this one. It's beautiful.
Yeah. So far, everybody is happy with the tables, and
Apart from John Disney, he's never happy.
Yeah. But he's like
character.
he's like an Earl Strickland of.
Yeah, he is, isn't he?
Of Thailand.
Yeah. If ever you want a good interview, just go and grab John Disney, and he'll always give you he'll always get angry or whatever, or say his emotions. Not angry, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
He'll always say exactly what he thinks.
Yeah. He's not angry, but that's the way to react. Some people react like that.
It'd be boring if we were all the same, right?
Yeah, it just is the way he reacts, and that adds a character to the event, to the
Absolutely.
environment.
Absolutely.
So whenever I see anybody who's like somebody's in a pool room, there is one guy who's funny, one guy who's shouting, one guy who's angry. Wherever you go in the world,
What am I?
you will.
Which category am I in?
Somewhere in the middle.
No, that's an easy answer. I mean, I'm not a good pool player, but I do love it. I do love to be around it, as you know. The tournament in Sasha's place on Tuesday and Wednesday, the team doubles that they had there. In 2 days, I commentated for 23 hours, talking about a sport that I know nothing about. But getting guys over like you that have got some education in the game is it's always better for the listener when they can listen to somebody that knows what they're talking about.
Yeah, I've been playing Chinese 8-ball I've been playing in China for the last 4-5 years. I've played at least 7 or 8 times in China now, big events.
Really?
Yeah, and
How many times have you broken run, do you reckon?
Innumerable times.
Really? I struggle to break and run on a pool table, normal pool table. I can't ever see myself getting a break and run on one of these.
No, once you get the hang of it, and it's not
If
that
you could give
hard.
me one piece of advice, don't worry, I'm in another group to you, so I'm not going to win it anyway. What would you give me one golden nugget of advice on making a transition from normal 8-ball to Chinese 8-ball? What piece of advice would you give me?
Just concentrate on your basics and not try to play differently or change your style. Just play what you play and adapt to the circumstances what you have, instead of trying to make the circumstances according to you. Just try to adapt your own style, play your own style, and then
don't hit so hard.
Yeah, don't hit hard and practice. And it's not that difficult. It's just initially when you start, it looks very hard.
Mm-hmm.
And in my opinion, the smaller tip works better in this kind of tables.
Good. I play with a smaller tip anyway on the pool
that
table.
yeah. So that's my advice.
Thanks, Bipinda or Monto.
Yeah.
What do you prefer?
Anything. Monto is okay.
Monto. Why do they call you Monto?
Just my nickname. My parents kept it, so I inherited
What a lovely
it.
fella you are.
Thank you so much.
And by the way, this seat is for commentators.
Yeah, I'm going.
Cheers, mate. Thank you, mate. What a lovely fella. That's the tournament organiser, Monto. was just worried then. I wasn't sure I'd switched the microphone on. We could have just been talking to each other for the last 10 minutes. What a way to spend your birthday. And that's not going to go in. Absolute precision needed on these tables, but makes it so interesting. That's a nice little cannon he played there. Probably played a combo from the 6 to the 5, from the 6 to the 5 to the 4 to the 3. It went straight in. I'm so far away from the table I can't even see the pockets. Each table has its own referee, which is good.